So I guess this message goes out to the generation below me and the one above me. I'm 31 right now. And I want to say that I'm watching the arguments about AI now. And I just took a class and I ended up getting a bunch of zeros because they said, oh, this was done with AI, this is done with AI. And you know how they checked it? With AI. And yeah, it was. I was utilizing the AI to guide me through my projects and stuff like that. And I'm new to the world of AI too. So anyway, what I want to get to is this. When I was younger, probably around 27 now, 28, I was trying to tell my friends, watch this movie called The Third Industrial Revolution. The Third Industrial Revolution. It's nerdy, it's boring, everyone. It's nerdy, it's boring. I watched that shit 4 times. And every year that it went by, I would watch it again. So I watched it quite a bit. And the directive of it was explaining what the next revolution would be. The Third Industrial Revolution spoke upon Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi was the Third Industrial Revolution. We are beyond Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is everywhere. You can find it anywhere and everywhere, underground, above ground, anywhere. Now we're in the age of AI. Before I say the next point, remember this. Facebook was created in college. And college when they figured out about the social media effect and it was coming out and stuff like that. So the people that were in the streets, they didn't know shit. We knew Kick, we knew AOL Messenger and all that stuff. So Facebook was nothing. MySpace. Shout out to Tom. So then I was thinking to myself, fast forward, now AI is being handled in college. This has been going on for years now. So if you got ChatGPT, you probably didn't have it. You probably had it within the past 3. It's already been out probably about at least 6-7 years or further than that, maybe even 10 years, a whole decade. So that means there's a decade of people that's already had their hands on this, which makes absolute sense. They are telling us when and how we can use it by using their systems. This is the 4th Industrial Revolution. Social media has been destroyed by politics and industrialization and commercialization. Everyone is an ad person. Everybody's a bot. This is not. The effect will not affect the people in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s and up. It's going to affect the people 40 and below. The ones who are nowhere near retirement age. The ones who are just getting into management positions. They're about to fire 80% at least in the next 6 years. What side do you want to be on? Do you want to have adapted already, being able to utilize their system? Or do you want to have learned your own system and be able to challenge the status quo? Be able to understand the stock market for one time in your life. Be able to utilize Bitcoin. They told us not to buy any Bitcoin. It's going to fail. It's going to fail. Yeah, it's dropped a few times, but they bought it all. Bitcoin is now worth was worth $110,000. Back in the day when I was looking at it, that shit was still only worth like $600 or maybe $400 a coin. They're depleting us of a chance to be able to capitalize on capitalism because the fear of being able to corrupt or destroy the system, I guess. But we are the next generations. 50, 40, 30, 20, and below that. Our grandbabies are going to be using AI by the time I'm 50. So don't fall to the wayside. Maybe this message doesn't make sense now, but start your businesses. Utilize AI. Find out how to learn more about AI. Take an AI course, a 2-week course or whatever. At least understand that it's not just something for fun. It's something it will help you generate income. In these next few years to come, as they figure out how useless we supposedly are, they're going to replace us with AI and humanoid robots, and they're not going to care how it affects us financially. They're arguing about how much money we should get for a universal income, if there should even be a universal income. I'm sorry, no one's coming to save us. I'm not trying to be on my Hunger Games shit, but at this point in time, just as a civilian, you see what's going on in London. You see what's going on in China, in Japan. Everyone's protesting against foreigners. They're tricking us that it's us that hate each other. But no, they just don't know what to do anymore. We've rebelled against a system that they know has been tricked and turned out and sold out and corrupted. And now we find out faster and faster per decade. And the people who are setting these rules are very old. Now, not to say that old people shouldn't be working on like that, but you have to consider the optimistic imbalance. If you are young, the hope is to make it until you're old. But if you're old, the hope is to be successful and old, to retire. So what about the people that are in between? What happens when they really do take away the jobs and people start getting PTSD? You're waking up at 5 a.m. every morning. You don't know why. You have all this free time. You can't develop. What's going to happen to us? Maybe not 80%, but maybe in the job market gets cut by 50%. Do you start hurting your fellow man to get their job? Do we start screwing each other over? Or do we start relying back to our old skills, painting, cooking? Not everything was meant to be a job. You don't always have, money is a fabrication. It is created by man to say that there's value in something. That was the point of cryptocurrency. For the people, by the people. But they wanted to trick us out of it because it challenges the status quo. All around the world. Poor people is an identity given to us by rich people who think they're better than us. Middle class is identity given to us by upper class people who think they are better than us. Rich people is given to them by the people who think that they are better than other people. Materialism has become God. There is no more spirituality, and that's why we're lost. That's why no one can explain what the internet is and stuff, because you can't see it. You can only see what people do with it. That's like religion. It was easy when a pastor tells us what to do because they know they're a man of God. This thing has gone beyond nature. It's gone beyond a moment of conversation. Academia is taking the biggest hit it's ever taken. The smartest students are questioning the status quo. And when that starts to happen, we fear it. It's time to grow. I wish I was some wise guy who had the best quotes, and I'm not. I'm just a regular person. But I'm a regular person that's been watching from the wayside for a while, and I think I'm about to start chatting. This is probably the longest video I've ever posted on the internet. But yeah. I like to go by the identity chameleon guapo. That means forever changing colors and adapting to different currency. So, where would that take me? Hopefully, somewhere better than this. I love life. But freedom was created by the slave master. Otherwise, you'd just be existing.